You're listening to the Hacienda Life Podcast, the Lifestyle Edition, with your hosts, Chris, Simon, and Terrell.
Prepare yourself. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm a bit like Tigger today. I am super excited because I know in the last episode we all celebrated the fact that we had our 1,000 downloads. That was about a week ago. But I found out over the weekend that they do like the charts for all the Apple podcasts and Spotify podcasts, and you get ranked. And I was super excited because we got ranked in Spain at number 14. Wow. So that's quite exciting. And in the UK, we got ranked at number 18.
Wow.
And again, you might sit there and go, so what? I said, but yeah, there's 29 million podcasts and we are in the top 20.
Absolutely.
I feel like a rock star. I feel like a rock star, and these two look like rock stars. So I think that's a good combination, right? So what do you think about that, you two?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely, I'm blown away. What about you, Simon?
Oh, I think that's exceptional.
So now you can actually go around and say, it's a bit like saying you had a top 20 hit.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, like in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK and in Spain, Norway, top 50 in Norway.
Yeah, well, maybe they don't understand English.
But
Sorry,
I think for your first podcast, right, pat on the back and sit there, and I'm like me, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to top 20.
Spread the news. Hello.
So there you go. I'm really excited, everybody. Carry on listening because, I think it's just a little bit of a laugh.
It's cool. 1.3k downloads. I saw 1.4.
1.4 downloads.
Oh my goodness me.
So yeah, we're going past stuff, and we just need to get a few more, and again, a bit more feedback from people, because otherwise we'll just carry on doing what we do.
Yeah.
And we must assume that you must like it.
They must. Something must be interesting to somebody.
I'd actually like to have people leave voice messages that you could cut them in.
Yeah.
You could actually put them in. I think that'd be super cool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's like people have your say.
Exactly. So come on, everybody, just leave us a WhatsApp voice note. You've got the number. I'll put it in the in the pod as well, so you've got it there. But yeah, leave it out. Give you and you get your own little shout out.
Yeah, but poor Chris, you are having a full-time job now.
With
all the editing and double up.
We had a bit of a technical hitch over the weekend.
Oopsie.
I lost a few. Not that you all need to know this, but yeah, gosh. And Simon and Torrell I could just hear them go, what's he like? Is he an amateur?
And we were in the Manda.
And then
it's about 50 kilometres away.
And I'm there, just tearing my out, trying to get these things back. But anyway, we are where we are. So we're going to have a quick one this week, because I think, Tom, you're going off to Norway.
I am.
So you're leaving us for how long?
Only 6 days.
Only 6 days. So you'll be back for the next recording.
I will.
Well, by the time this goes out, you will be sunning it up. in freezing cold Norway.
Send me a picture, my love. I've gone shorts this week.
So what have you got planned there? Is it just like a meet the family again?
Yeah, my sister and my daughter is coming from USA. Okay. So no, it's a big show. It's when Norway. Can you believe it? Norway once won European Vision. 40 years ago, and those girls. Bobby Sox are having a epic show to celebrate that, and we are invited.
No way. You know Eurovision royalty.
I do.
Right,
I do.
Right, listen to the next episode, because that's going to be an exciting one. Because Torrell, well, come on, you've got to come back with some stories.
Oh yes, they were pink and black. So Tessie, my daughter, she has bought outfit for us. It will be amazing.
Bobby Sox.
And hopefully you'll get a few pictures with the Funky Bear golf ball.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
We need to get it on.
Funky Bear balls are going to travel to USA with my daughter as well.
So that'll be quite exciting. Simon, quick update on the site, on the resort.
Yeah, just quickly, it's just a couple of things. This week is the AGM for Entidad. So that's villa owners, and one of the community presidents are invited along to that.
Hang on, that's something I might include.
Yes, you are included via your community president.
Okay.
So entidades complejos, the overall thing.
Right.
And because villa owners don't have a community, they're part of entidad. But then all of the presidents from the communities are invited along to it.
Okay.
Which could be quite exciting. We'll feedback following week on that, or the next podcast afterwards, give some feedback on what's happening at the AGM and what's expected for the year coming.
Really? Okay. Typically, what happens to these things? I mean,
Yeah, a lot of talking.
Right.
There are lots of, well, it's like a community meeting, but and you bring people together, and that's human nature. But not everybody's going to agree on everything. I was going to ask Antonio, but I didn't manage to get around to it. I'm wondering whether at this AGM they'll actually be voting on the potential to rent detached villas.
Okay.
Because we had that change in law on the 3rd of April, where
that's something we touched on.
we did tourist license.
Yeah.
So it's tourist license for community, but I'm assuming at the Entidad or annual general meeting, there will be a vote on whether individual villa owners can get a tourist license and rent them.
Okay.
So that could be the first one since the 3rd of April. So that might be quite interesting, quite exciting. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
There's something else which might be very interesting on that meeting.
Exactly. So we'll have a bit of an AGM podcast the week after.
Are you doing a bit of a teaser there?
Yes.
So basically, listen to, would it be the next episode?
If they get the minutes out, because I don't think I'm going, because I'm going up to the airport.
Right.
So if I can get the minutes out or I can get some feedback, then yeah, definitely.
Okay. Wow, that's quite exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Even I don't know this. This is quite exciting. We'll keep it for me listeners. These two, they're terrible.
I just tell people go to the AGM, but this is after, yeah.
That's a
When you hear this.
Curiosity, what's that called? Curiosity?
Kill the cat.
No, it's a technical term.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll work it out and let you know.
Okay, so anything on the new builds?
New builds are still progressing. I'm doing my weekly report. Went out on Sunday lunchtime of where we are.
Okay.
Phase Villas Maria, phase 1, which were 15 villas, they are all sold, reserved.
Yes.
And they've released the second phase of Villas Maria. That's 26 coming that are out now, and they're all about €10,000 more.
Really?
Yes. And that's what typically happens with new build.
God.
They release in phases, and as the phases sell, the next phases come out, they increase the prices.
What? But they're pretty much the same units, type of units.
Exactly the same unit.
Wow. Okay. Get yourself in there quick.
Absolutely. That's the way to go.
Wow. Okay.
The amount of people now that we're speaking to that bought Oasis apartments off the bank, and they were paying 50 and 60 and 70,000 3, 4, 5 years ago, they're now worth around about 135, 140. The amount of people that I'm speaking to that are saying, God, I wish we bought two. Hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Do you know what? As I get old, right, and I'm coming closer to retirement and everything else, and you sit there and think, my earning potential is going, right? So where do you put your money, right? And there's me, I'm on my lows at the moment because the stock market is crashed because of what Trump's been up to. And then I hear you, Simon, going, yeah, well, what you should have done was bought away because that's gone up $2 billion. I'm sitting there going,
I even had a client in on Friday that bought a hotel-owned apartment 2 years ago. They paid 85. It probably has a value of 130, 135. I have one more thing.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit wine and dine.
Ooh, he's stepping into someone else's throat here. If you could see the face on it.
He's trying to be interesting.
Have you been on your list?
He's trying to steal your limelight, Tom.
So I just want to give a quick shout out for Sarah's Bakery and Coffee Shop.
Oh, well, are we allowed to?
Well, yes.
Oh, it's because yes. So get this, listeners. We have another new development. Tell us more, Simon.
So it's.
You were wishing for that. You wanted that
was one of
coffee
the
shop.
I did. I love my coffee.
You said that in one of the episodes.
Yeah, I wanted to set my own little coffee shop now because someone's got to beat me to it.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. So Sarah's opening that. We had an exclusive look around the premises on Friday. It's a lot more spacious than I thought it would be. We did a nice post out on Facebook on Saturday, which took 12,000 views.
Wow.
I have had 5 people this morning ask me where the coffee shop is.
And expected opening?
She thinks, well, she didn't want to give a date because she has a date in mind, but she doesn't want to go out and say, okay, it's not going to open the date I thought it was going to open because of this, this, and this. So when she is certain...
In a month or so.
In a month or so, but when she's certain, she's going to come out with a date.
So she is going to be baking on site?
Yes.
So it's not bought in pastries or anything?
No, she's not.
Baking these?
It's having an oven. Wow. So, but she doesn't want to push it too much because obviously she's going to be there. She needs to know what she can do. She needs to know what's selling. So it's very much sort of little by little as she goes along.
And where is this, Simon?
So that is on the back road. So if you think it's behind the estate agent, which is called Habit.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
Yep. So...
and how big is it going to be? I mean, how many tables?
We sort of looking at that, there'll probably be 4 to 6 bar stools, probably 2 or 3 high tables inside, and maybe 2 or 3 low tables inside.
Okay.
And also space outside tucked away for high tables.
Is she gonna? It's going to be more like a takeout.
As well, but
Yeah.
there's absolutely room to sit there. It will be packed. I think Barbie, for instance, she has got a promise to have her own high chair by the bar and exclusive
You're going to have your own name.
cover.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be pink.
I always wanted a big soft sofa. It's a good job she hasn't got one of them because I would be in there all day.
Yeah, I suggested that to her, having good sit-down chairs, you know,
Yes. What we have to do,
cozy chairs.
We might have to do a broadcast out there.
Oh, that might be an idea.
And then
Yeah.
what we can do, we can interview people when they come in and
Yes.
this, that, and do like a bit of
Well, live, yeah, that would be cool.
Well, there you go. There's a little task for you two. Can we have at some point, after she's opened, we'll do a live kind of recording from within the coffee shop.
Excellent.
Brilliant idea.
Lovely. Okay, Simon, anything else?
Well, no, it was a quickie, so that's my. There's a couple of points I want to bring up, so I'm good. It's
Can't it soon shut up?
all yours, Mrs. P.
Oh, thank you.
Are you not doing the Simon's pick of the pops?
I'm ready for Simon's pick of the pops when you are.
Simon's pick of the props.
Number 3 is our Oasis. It's a ground floor, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's fully furnished and equipped. Has a large terrace and splash pool, and that's at 154,995. Number 2 this week is a Los Olivos 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom middle floor. That's west facing. It's fully furnished. It has pool views, and that's coming at €175,000. And number 1 is a new listing. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath corner Altea extended, marble floors, fully furnished and equipped, and that's coming in at 285.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. 32.
That was 30. That was spot on.
Yeah. Well done, Simon. He's the professional. He's the only professional, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
He's the only one taking it too serious here.
Well,
Oh, it's so
He's the
boring.
professional out of the 3 of us. He's the one who.
I had to scrub off the last one, number 1, which is the new listing. It's a 3-bed Altea.
Oh,
Very popular, but this one is also
it's so
south-facing.
boring.
South-facing. And I have people looking for one of those. We mentioned it in an earlier podcast.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah,
Can you shut up now, Sam?
as I said,
Things are going well.
Shut up and take the bus.
Well, there we go.
That was his saying,
You've
nothing
been
else.
told, Simon.
You're told off.
We're having a quickie. We're having a quickie this week. So thank you for that, Simon.
Well
Again, if anyone's got any questions, to put to Simon, be it in terms of any potential properties that he's got on his books, or just general property questions, drop us a voice note or a message on WhatsApp.
It's nice to have a voice now. I'd like to do.
Yeah, I want voice
I'm
notes.
quite excited about that.
I still want some confessions. I'm sure there's people out there. Leave them anonymously. I don't care. Just make it up.
Yeah, right.
You can pretend.
Why are
Okay.
you doing a confession?
So, hey, I've got a few technical confessions to make, but anyway. Okay, Simon, thank you for that. And now,
To get in touch, leave us a WhatsApp voice note on +44 7503 061 799. That's +44 7503 061 799. Or text us on the same number.
listeners, because I've given them remote mics now, which they clip onto their jackets. And of course, what they don't realise, or they didn't realise, Simon does now, though, of course, is when they walk away, I can still hear them. So
we heard you making your arrangements to see Christian.
And so Simon
I confused him so much, I even didn't pay for the drinks.
So Simon now has taken his off, because I think he's now realised that if he walks out here
and listens to me talking rubbish
and then standing outside, we'll still hear it. So do you remember, you might not know this, but about 15 years ago, Gordon Brown, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, didn't realise he still had his microphone on.
Yes.
And he got in the car and he said something derogatory about
Oh
someone. And of
that
course,
was-
it's all over the news.
That was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. So yes, well done, Simon. See, he's the professional.
I think President Biden did that too,
Did he?
actually. So, yes.
So I'm taking mine off.
He's
Okay.
he's
But I was just
taking
going to
his
sit
off.
outside because actually I didn't mention it. I had a spike in UK buyers this week.
Oh my God.
So from the 4 portals, I look every Monday, I get a report through from the 4 portals.
Yeah.
And actually a place in the sun this weekend spiked.
Wow.
So it's the biggest, I had the most inquiry from a place in the sun, which I need to answer now.
Right, we'll get off and do that.
Go on and do
Go pay
your
the
job.
bills.
Yes.
I have a confession to make.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I can tell it when Simon is gone, because otherwise he will start being angry with me again.
We like these. Someone's gonna have to listen to the
Oh, can you imagine? So after a busy week, we went off to La Manga Saturday morning.
Okay.
It's an hour drive to our place there, right?
Yeah.
So when we were almost to the apartment, Simon said, I need some gas because we are not having enough. Whilst he was in there, I was fumbling in my bag, finding out I forgot to bring the keys to the apartment.
Whoops.
Oopsie doopsie. Had to go all the way back to Hacienda.
And you have no gas.
So I said, when we come back after 2 hours, welcome to Valencia, Simon. We had a long trip.
So
we
you know
were
what?
actually in Valencia.
But Tol, that's nice to know, because we all think you're so perfect. Right?
Oh.
But you know what? Life gets in the way, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it does.
We can all. I mean, this morning. So everybody, I bring the studio into Simon's office here on HDA, and I was. I brought everything with me, some new bits and pieces. I'm like, you know what? I've got to get everything done. And I get here, I set everything up, and then I'd forgotten the power cable. Oh. So it happens.
It happens.
It's a good job I'm only 3 minutes away.
It's too much to think about. It's been very busy lately, hasn't it? And
Well-
have you had actually vacation yet, Chris?
I can't remember. No, I come out here now to work.
You have been working so hard.
I don't come for anything else. So yeah, this is becoming a full-time job. But you did take us out on Friday night, which was lovely, listeners. So Tora took me to one of her wine and dine recommendations.
Yeah, it's coming up because what we recorded that went up in the sky, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say any more on that. because
Yeah, you can.
But that was a lovely night. So you took me out with a couple of other couples that we'd done.
Yes.
They were new to the site.
I think everybody knows Chris now under Hacienda. You try to be anonymous, but you're
I
not
did try.
anonymous anymore.
Well, they might know of me. But anyway, so Tom, so we're kind of re-recording this because we have a bit of a technical glitch.
Yes.
But
Because what I was speaking about, what went up in the sky, I just want to repeat a little bit about that because it was about Easter. And my son was here.
he was.
And Easter in Spain is very important to Spanish people, and all the parades, and every day, 10 days, they have different parades, and it's all a different story from the Bible, what happens every day.
Mhm.
So it's kind of very interesting and fantastic to watch.
Yeah.
The night we went, it was...
So this was when you went to Cartagena.
yes, we went to Cartagena. It was Antonio, the solicitor. He's a good friend of us.
Yeah.
He booked us a table in a restaurant, and also he booked us seats to sit down and watch the parade. And of course, as I said, Easter is important to Spanish people, but it's also very important to me. My little boy, mi bambino, my boy who is 42 now, he was born Easter Sunday morning. So it's something really happy.
This is Tom.
That's my Tom, who you met.
Oh, well, and Tom, shout out to Tom. Apologies, Tom, but that recording that we did, that also went up in smoke. We had a glitch. All that we recorded, Tom, was like an hour of white noise. Oh. So hopefully Tom, though, will
You practiced, so he will be back.
We'll have Tom back, and if he maybe do remember.
But if you said something bad about Mama Vita,
He did. I can't believe that. So, Tom, we need to get those confessions that you gave me about your mother. But yeah, so Cartagena was a lovely night, right?
Yeah, so it was. And the parade that night, it calls Jueves Santo. It's the Thursday, right? So it's a very peculiar one because it's quiet, it's dark, all the lights turns off from all the buildings, and it's a kind of story about how they found Jesus in Gethsemane, and we saw the Romans coming, and
it was all done by candlelight, isn't it?
Yeah,
they carry candles with them.
Yeah, candles.
Is it quite surreal though, the fact that it's just there's no noise?
Yeah, it's spooky. It was a bit, you could feel the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So there was sadness, very sad, and very, I took some videos. It's on my Facebook if somebody wants to see.
You can have a look at the Facebook.
Yeah. And
but did you say you went and you had something to eat there? Is that part of the wine and dine?
Yes, it will come up.
Shall we dig into that now?
Shall we? Yes, we can do that.
Mrs. P's Wine and Dine recommendations. Because us girls just want to have fun.
So true. Girls just want to have fun.
What can I just say? I'm witnessing it again now. Apparently, after this show, everybody, Tori was off with the girls again.
Again.
It is Monday. We're recording this.
Again.
Monday
and last week we celebrated Anna's 69, so that took us 3 days. Ending in 24 women playing golf and drinking cava around the course. Good. So, yes. So, Antonio, I don't want to be rude or anything, but that restaurant he was very happy with. Maybe it was because it was so busy, it was packed with people there.
What's the name of this place?
It's La Brasa, and it is in a central square, just a few steps up from Plaza de España Central in Cartagena. Right. Beautiful venue inside and everything. And I liked it, but maybe
I saw some pictures you got.
Yeah,
it looked lovely.
It looked lovely and was lovely, and it was Simon moaning a bit. The service was a little bit long, and maybe we picked the wrong dishes. I'm really loving those shrimps called caballitos, and they came out with a whole head on. So Simon was a bit eating that head. So maybe that was one of the things made that feeling, right?
Okay.
So, but a very interesting menu, and it was very cool in the roof there with like stony.
Okay.
Like a cueva.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. I'm going back and give it a chance because Antonio said they had an amazing meal there. So I have, I'm a bit in this mood with rhymes and stuff like that.
You do.
From the moment I walked through your velvet door, you had me melting right down to the floor. So tip your hat, take your pretty bow. You got the grace, just not the row. You strode like a queen in the velvet glow, but I didn't quite make myself fall in love.
Oh. So, okay, I don't want to let you down. I'll lay down softly. I'm not sure that's going to be Booker Prize.
Oh,
but hey, bit of practice.
I'm trying to show some of my skills.
So you never know, there might be a book of short stories by Coral coming soon.
the score.
Oh, okay, ready? We're going for the score.
4 is it. Let's cry a bit. I'm sure you can do better than this.
Well, four's been the lowest ever.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. You have to be honest sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Antonio, but we will try it again.
So do you think, as I say, you think that's worth a second go? Right?
Absolutely. I think it was Easter, packed with people, and it was a new waiter. Simon tipped him really good because he felt sorry for him.
Can I just, on that, can I just ask, is it normal to tip?
No, it's not. For Spanish people, they don't tip.
Yeah, because I was going to say, in most countries,
As far as I know.
you go to America.
Yeah.
And
Oh, they kill you if you don't tip.
but over here in Spain, it's people don't generally tip.
No, that's what they tell us. But we still tip a bit. We do.
They don't get offended with it.
No.
They don't expect it. Is that
No, they don't expect it.
right? Okay.
No.
That's good then.
No.
Okay, what's the second one?
I've asked Spanish people about it also, and they told me so.
Okay.
Yeah, so you started here telling about Friday night.
Yeah.
Actually, that was the Friday before. That was our first meeting with this place. It was our friends Wilhelm and Helene from Norway, who has only been here a year.
Right.
We have been here for 20 years, and we haven't been knowing about it, or, we know it's a bar.
So you went to a new bar, right?
Yeah.
A new bar, a new restaurant.
Yeah.
Last Friday, a week Friday. Right?
Yes.
So 11 days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you thought, oh, this is new.
Yeah.
And they went, no, we've been here 20 years.
Yeah. or more.
And this is in the local town, everybody.
Next to the Bebigar, the bodega. And it is a bar open from 7 in the morning to 2 every day. But this is like Friday and Saturday events in the garden. So we loved it so much, so we invited you.
Well, yes, everybody. And I can actually I can contribute to this as well. So yeah, you took us there on Friday, just gone.
Mm.
So you've been there now twice in a week.
Yes.
And we went there with a few other people that I hadn't met before, but they were lovely people.
Yeah.
And I'm interviewing with Scotty a little bit later. But I thought the food was lovely.
Did you like the pizza?
Yeah, it's kind of casual.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
It's not top notch food. It's not your Michelin star thing. It's kind of like casual. Go in there, and I thought the food was good.
Yes,
It's an open fire, kind of open oven place.
Pizza oven.
Yeah,
as well. And did you realize that we were the only one from 8 o'clock? Yes. And when did the Spanish come? 10 o'clock.
Yeah, the second got really busy at one point. I mean, it got so noisy at one point. It was heaving. But that's because I think the Spanish has come out a bit later.
Yeah, a joyful atmosphere, I would say.
Yeah.
Excellent service, didn't you think?
Service was brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Well, plastic chairs and paper tables, clothes give us a feeling of a beach party, doesn't it? Or a garden party?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, do you know what? It's. I thought it was a lovely little place.
Yeah. It's, I think, the mood divine.
Yeah.
Divine mood.
I think, and I will be going there again.
Yeah.
So, okay, give me.
Yeah.
What's the score?
Mm-hmm. I give you, it's a sign. No need to dive to give you a 5.
Well, she's coming back, everybody.
I can't help myself.
A bit of practice. That's all you need. No, that was good. I like that. Right, okay, so we now move on to the.
So now I'm going to tell you, I have been in love with this place for 25 years.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? 25 years, and I'm still madly in love.
And how often do you go?
So, listeners, at this point, everything shut down, and we thought, "Oh my God, what's gone on?" All the electric went off. We thought it was we'd just blown a local fuse, but it transpired that it was actually a national electricity blackout, and you might have heard about it. It hit the international news, and we thought to ourselves, well, it can't be out for that long, but it was actually out for about 12 hours. But we had a backup device, we had a battery-operated recording device, so we just reverted to that and finished the session with Toril and did a couple of interviews with that. So I hope it doesn't spoil your enjoyment. Here we go.
Okay, so give us your third and final recommendation, then, Toril.
Yes. Oh, I've been in love with this place for 25 years. Can you believe it? It is a fantastic place. It's literally on the beach at the end of La Manga Strip. It is romantic.
Okay.
It is divine.
It's a restaurant?
It's a restaurant called Escuela de Peter on the beach.
Okay.
You can also rent sunbeds, and you can have your own waiter coming down with your cocktails.
Cocktails!
They have cocktails, Chris.
That's one for me to check out.
They have cocktails. I had a margarita, frozen margarita.
Oh, nice.
So I've been there for 25 years.
And has it been owned by the same people all that time?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It was a young, handsome, blonde Dutch guy who was a professional sailor who started it with his father.
Okay.
And he's still the owner. And now the restaurant is run by his children, 2 children, Spanish children.
Okay.
He married a Spanish lady.
Yeah.
Lovely people. Very, very, very lovely people. And it's busy there.
Okay.
During the festivitas and high seasons, you have to book.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Wow.
So I'm assuming because it's also got a beach bar type element that you don't have to be dressed up.
Oh, well.
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
Yeah.
But it's visited by people from Madrid, coming down from Madrid from holidays,
Okay.
and Murcia, the big cities,
Yeah.
Cartagena también. And it is, there are people at the beach. People are coming with boats there for their lunch.
Yeah.
And so they have put up signs saying that you need a T-shirt. They don't want naked people. That's gross. We don't need.
Well, do you know what? And I shouldn't say this to everybody. We're going off topic here now, but they're only naked. They're only gross when they're naked. They don't look very nice. I bet if you had a 6-pack, and muscles and everything else.
Okay, and eye candy, yes.
Anyway, we got off topic.
On the beach. We're sitting there at a beautiful table and looking at them at the beach. We do that.
Yeah.
My friends and I.
With the sunglasses on, so
Oops.
they can't see your eyes looking. I know all the tricks. So what did you have to eat there then?
Paella. They have the best seafood paella in Spain.
Oh, my other half
I would say in the world, I'm sure.
Yeah, she loves paella.
The recipe is from the wife's mother. She was a chef there for years.
Okay.
And it's fantastic, beautiful. And we had a starter. We had grilled vegetables with melted goat cheese.
Right.
My son was with us.
Okay.
He loves it there too, of course. I've been taking them there as well for 25 years.
Wow. And in terms of a cost basis, is it expensive?
It is.
Medium?
It is. It's a bit expensive. So for the 3 hours, well, I think it's the same as we had earlier. 150 I paid for 3 hours.
3 of you.
For 50 each.
50 euros each. That included cocktails though.
Yeah. Well, Simon didn't drink much. He had to drive back. So I have a cocktail that was kind of stiff, 12 euros, I think.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
So I
average,
took
isn't it?
2 then.
You took 2.
That's a shame not to, know.
Okay. Well, no, that sounds good. So
Yeah.
End of La Manga Strip. That's going to be about 50 minutes, isn't it?
Yes. In the summer, it takes an hour, I would say, from here.
Hacienda.
Well, we have friends here living here. Angus, for instance, they paddle over from the other side.
They paddle.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
On the Marmanor.
On the Marmanor. Brian has done that with him too, I'm sure.
Hang on. So where do they set off from?
From Alcázares, from the other side.
How long does that take?
Oh, Well, they do it quite quick. I think it takes them a few hours.
I was going to say, wow.
But then the girls come with cars so they can have so they don't need to paddle back. There are a few people here who loves this place. They know the place. And believe it or not, my friend Emma, first time I met her there.
Really?
Like a coincidence.
Gosh.
Her dog Tiger came to me.
Oh.
He picked me.
Don't tell me. I bet it's not a tiger. I bet it's like a little chihuahua.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was really a tiger. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a place
You've
to.
loved it for 25 years.
Yeah, you have to bring your girlfriend there.
Okay.
She's not listening to this, is she?
No, she never listens to
No.
anything I do.
Oh,
In fact, she never listens to anything I say.
oh that sounds very typical.
Love her to bits, but I will take her there because she loves paella.
She loves paella.
Seafood paella especially.
That is amazing. You can get it also. What do you call it? Shrimps cleaned the seafood. But I like it with the shells on because it tastes more and it's more exciting.
And so the actual details and location will be in the notes.
Yes.
So Simon will probably put that on a post on Facebook for people that want to know exactly where this is. But it sounds really interesting then.
Yeah, it's exotic. It's
and how
romantic.
often do you go there, do you reckon? Then it's one of your favourites.
Well, guess what? I have a Norwegian friend who comes to stay during the winter.
Yeah.
And she goes there for lunch every day.
Get out of here.
Great. Yes. She used all her saving monies for that.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Should we get a discount?
Yeah, they do. They treat her well.
Do they?
They do that to me too. If I haven't booked, they find a table for me always.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have to book?
Yes, you have to book.
Okay. Are you ready for a score?
I am.
Come on then.
Yes, Escuela de Peter, you are a 6, a wild, sweet fix. You're not just a restaurant, you're a joyful dance. You're a whole romance.
Ooh.
I'm in love with you.
Ooh la la.
Oh la la. That was all from me this week. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks for that, Toro. You've been a star. That's it, listeners. We are now, I guess, the end of it now.
Yes.
We have, just to give you a little bit of a background, we are sitting in Toro and Simon's office and the power's gone out.
Can you believe it? How many struggles have we had these 2 weeks?
I think this is just destined not to. They're trying to, not get this out. I think it must be the competition. I think the competition.
Somebody is trying to destroy this. There must be wives wishing us bad luck. However, we are stronger.
Exactly. So they didn't factor in the fact that we have some portable remote recording devices. So there we go. Right, that's it. We're going to move. So enjoy your time in Norway, and we will speak when you get back.
Yes, we speak soon.
Okay.
We keep in touch.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, it's Nicole from Lockheed's. You're listening to Hacienda Life.
Okay, so listeners, welcome to another episode of Hacienda Life, the Lifestyle Edition. And again, we have got a new guest with us again today. Toro's going to introduce this lovely person, Toro.
I am. Guess what? 20 years ago, I was just arriving with my parents. We're going to stay for 2-3 months in our villa for the winter. And it's a ding-dong on the door. And I was like, my goodness, we don't know anybody here. And it was somebody on the door. Opened the door. And there is Sandra McLean inviting us to Valentine's dinner at the very famous then Hacienda restaurant. Oh, they were so good taking care of my parents and so joyful. And Sandra McLean, you are the queen of the Hacienda. And now we will hear a little bit more what you can tell us about it.
I'm getting quite emotional.
You door selling? Not door selling.
At that time, there was only phase 1 open. And so Gina, our ex-director of Golf's wife, she said, you know, can we get some people to come to the Valentine's dinner? So I walked all around phase 1 to see if there were any lights on. And yeah, I knocked on their door. There were boxes and boxes under the carport.
Right.
And so I thought, okay, lights are on, I'll knock.
Wow.
And they'd literally just moved in that day.
So this was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This must have been at the very start.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we've been here since the very beginning.
You were probably, the first?
Yeah.
Literally the first?
One of the first. Yeah,
Right.
one of the first to move here, I suppose. And we've lived here longer than anyone.
Oh my God. And
Yeah.
have you stayed in the same place?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all year living, right? All year.
Yeah.
And you've loved it, I take it.
I love it.
You
I really
must
do
have seen
love it.
some changes
You're
there.
not kidding. Absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah.
right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Did you, so at any point, did you probably think, oh, is this actually going to work? Because there must have been some tough times, right? Because if you started at the beginning, right, then the financial crash must have happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did at any point you sit there and go, what have we done?
No.
Oh,
No.
well, that's good.
No. we were actually interviewed as well for
Okay.
some magazines
Right.
and newspapers. In fact, I've been clearing out my mum's house because she's gone into a care home. And so I was over in England for a month, a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And I came across the magazine that we were in.
Right.
So I've got it ready to bring back when we drive back in May. But yeah, it was quite a nice article, photos and everything.
Well, what I want to know then is, and I always ask people, why did they choose HDA, right? And why did they choose this region? Because, you know, I'm not going to go over my story. People will get bored of it now. But you know, why did you then choose here? Because, you know, buying off plan, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Must have been risky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I mean, have you been to this place before? As in Mercia?
Oh yes, yeah. We have a timeshare at La Manga Club
Oh, okay.
called La Quinta, and we were staying there in the September 2002.
Right.
And I'd taken early retirement that year, in the April that year.
Okay.
And the men were playing golf, and my friend and I always used to go around the shops. And so
As you do. You women don't spend money, don't you? You're talking to the classic next to you there.
Oh, I am as well. We went into one of the estate agents. I just saw some photos in the window, and I thought, oh, they look nice. So I went into the estate agents and picked some up, and I thought it'd be nice to get a holiday home.
Yeah.
And so I took them back to the Quinta, and I just laid them on the table and didn't say anything to Ian. And we were up at some friends on the last Wednesday we were there. We were always there for 2 weeks. And as we were leaving, Ian said we might go and have a look at these developments tomorrow. So I asked behind me. And anyway, the next morning, I got up and he said, well, do you want to have a look at these developments? And I said, yes, please. I said, let me just ring Graham's villa. And he said, why does he want to go? And I said, yes. So I rang our friend Graham's villa. And he said, just let me put some proper shorts on. So he came with us and we went to one in North St Catharines. I can't remember where it was now. And then we went to Marmanor, but we couldn't find it. So we went to the golf club, little golf club there.
Yeah.
And we asked somebody and they said the sales office was so-and-so. So we eventually found the sales office, but I didn't like
Hang on, the sales office here?
No, this is Marmanor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't like it.
Okay, well,
What I saw on the map.
That's honest.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the colours, I think, and it was it was only 9-hole golf course at the time.
Oh, hang on. I want to pick up that. So you didn't like the properties because of the colour. It's not like buying a car, you know. It sounds like my other half. My other half, oh, I don't like the colour of that car. She won't buy it. So, okay.
It's all about
And
the
also,
colour.
they were very small plots.
Oh.
And so then we came to Fuente Alamo and we couldn't find the sales office.
Okay.
So we thought, give up. We drove all the way around, couldn't find it. So we were driving out and I just happened to see on a lamppost, sales office at HDA, next to the opposite post office or something.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So we turned around and came back and we found it. And they brought us up here and there was nothing.
I was
Absolutely
about to say,
nothing.
so the sales office was actually in the town?
Yes.
Yeah, which is now the car park.
Yeah.
Where the car park is was the sales office.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And because of course it was selling off plan, so there
Yeah.
was nothing here apart
No.
from wasteland. Probably.
There was nothing. Absolutely nothing.
See, to me, that's quite scary. to
Yeah.
come somewhere where, and you've got to visualise it.
Yes.
I mean, you just said you didn't like the colours in one place, and now you're sitting here with nothing in front of you apart from some drawings going, I can visualise that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, it was just something we felt about it.
Right.
when
It's like we
came in.
believed in it. We
Yeah.
just believed in the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I fast forward a little bit there? Because so you saw it getting erected, you saw it getting built, you get excited, you get the keys, you move in, right? And there's how many other people probably?
A dozen.
Is
Yeah.
that all?
Probably
Right.
at
So
the
there's
time.
you and a dozen people.
Yeah, probably.
Was the golf course? The golf course was here, wasn't it?
Yes, it opened in November. It officially opened in November 2004.
And did they have the golf club and the hotel?
No.
No.
Right,
No.
so it's just a golf course.
Yes.
Right. And
Yes.
then, okay, so you've got through that process, right? And you're thinking, great, this is going to be amazing. You've seen the plans, because the plans would have been for the whole lot, right? So
Yes.
2 golf
Well,
courses.
originally 2 golf courses.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a lot more
Yes.
properties than
Yes.
there here now.
Yes.
So what did you then think when, because I keep reading that they announced that there was going to be like a big water park type place or an amusement area.
I've heard it now and again,
Yeah,
but
and,
nothing official.
but nothing happened.
No.
It was closer to Condado. It was Universal.
That was it, Universal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
They changed their mind and went for London instead. Yeah, Paramount. Mm.
Yeah.
Paramount.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hang on,
Yeah.
is that the bookers who've just gone to near London?
Exactly. How dare they?
It was going to come here originally.
Yeah.
Right.
But the crisis came. It was all happened in that time.
So what did you then think when you thought, I've just bought this place, put a load of cash into this property, and then the property market is slumped? There's been this financial crisis, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, or did you just go, do you know what, so what?
Yeah, it happens. We'd sold up in England because when we got home from the Manga that holiday, there was my husband went into work on Monday and there was a letter for him on his desk, which he shouldn't have had apparently, and it said, did he want to take early retirement?
Wow.
So we just felt that it was meant to be.
Yeah, because people worry about it, but I take this view of, well, if you bought the place as a retirement, right, and you're going to stay here for as long as you can imagine, well, what's the point? Because it's only a problem if you wanted to sell.
Yeah.
Right, I guess.
Yeah. But we hadn't actually bought at that time.
Oh, right.
We'd seen the properties on phase 1 and we liked the link detached Alteas, but they'd all gone.
Right.
So it was Amanda, South lady. She said, we've got some more coming out in October. She
Right.
said, I'll fax them through to you, which she did. And then Ian got this message. So he said, can we afford it? Who knows,
Yeah.
So he said we could always sell up and move to Spain. So when she sent the details through in the October, it was an end of terrace, smaller plot, I think it was, and it's gone up £40,000 in price.
Wow.
We thought, I don't like it. Anyway, I rang
Don't
her
tell
up
me
and
it's the
said,
colour.
I'm sorry.
Don't tell me
we
it's the
didn't
colour.
like it." No. They were all, apart from the blue, they were all earthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anyway, she said, hang on a minute. And she went away. She said, we have just got one come back on the market on phase 1. It's an individual villa.
Right.
It's not frontline, but she said it was actually going for the same price as the Altair on phase 2. So I said, got to do it. I said, I'll ask Ian when he comes home from work, which I did. And he said, let's do it. So that was it. We did it.
And then, and so obviously being one of the first, you probably were responsible for setting up a few groups because you kind of do that kind of stuff. Because when you're sitting, you're thinking, well, let's get a women's group together.
Not then.
Not at
Not
that
a gambling
point.
group?
No, not
You don't
then.
even sit down and start saying, you know what, start gambling, and then get a group together. I'm just joking.
I think we were just sort of trying to get used to one another and getting used to living there. And Billy and Gina, our director of golf, and his wife were involved with everything. And then they started involving me with things.
Right.
Ian was vice president of the resort for the first 3 years. So
Okay.
that helped. And Gina was getting invited to, with the ladies from Fuengialamo on Fringe National Ladies' Day.
Yeah.
They always go out somewhere for the day.
Okay.
And Gina was getting invited. So she rang me and she said, would you like to come? So I said, okay. So we'd go. And there was about 600 women went,
Wow.
about 15 coaches. At the time it was free, not anymore, but it was then. And it was great. It was a lovely day out. But all the ladies kept on, or certain groups that kept on getting these little trophy things. And we're thinking, well, why didn't we?
Yeah.
Why don't we? And Gina had gone by this time, but I just carried on and started inviting ladies along.
Okay.
And anyway, they told us that because they were official ladies' associations.
Right.
So Laurence Perrier, French friend, and Carmen Seldon, the Spanish lady, we all thought, well, okay, let's start our own up.
Yeah.
So we did. And I had off the top of my head around about 100 ladies, all the emails we had with
Okay.
being the vice president. So I emailed everybody and said, would you like to join, including Toril? And they all did. And now we have 662 members.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like
just gone from strength to strength.
You're like the queen of the resort.
Told you. Yes.
You're like the queen bee.
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone coming around you. Sort of like
Yeah.
queen bee.
I had 2 new ones join yesterday, so it's.
And so what sort of things do you do then as part of that?
We have coffee morning every Wednesday.
Okay.
At the moment, it's in the hotel from
Yeah.
10 till 12, and we go out on trips.
And is that well attended?
Sometimes you can never tell. We don't know who's here at the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes it might be 6, sometimes it might be 30. You just don't know.
Okay.
So
And
we
all
have,
nationalities?
we've got around about 50 different nationalities. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's been a lovely way of making new friends
Yeah.
because there's a lot of ladies on their own. And so they've managed to make friends.
Get them down the dating, Monday night's dating night at Lucky's. We're setting it up. We're just lacking men at the moment.
Yes.
Well, because we send emails out
Yeah.
letting people know what's going on around, we were asked to organise a fiesta in 2017. The town hall made us an official plenary of Fuengialamo.
Hang on. So the local town hall has come to you
Yes,
to help set up the fiesta.
yes,
Oh my God.
Yes.
yes.
What a well-connected lady you are.
Uh-huh.
So, 2018 we had our first fiesta, and it's gone from strength to strength since then.
And is this the fiesta that's on site?
Yes.
June, yes.
And the town come in and help?
No, they don't really help, but they supply
They attend.
tables and chairs. Some come from the town, yeah,
Well,
but most people come.
and the next one is this the one that's happening on 6th of June?
6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of June.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got my
Yeah.
ticket, everybody.
Fantastic.
I've got
Fantastic. I know.
So,
I did them.
oh, right, okay. Well,
I organised that.
We
Yeah, I
get
didn't-
some support from the town hall,
Yeah,
and
they give us some money.
but we go on a float on this Three Kings
Yeah, we have a
6th
special
of January.
parade for the Three Kings Parade.
We have our own.
That's held in the town. We actually have to share it with El Escobar
Yeah,
rather than have our own.
Oh.
And
throwing sweets on the kids
yeah. And dress up.
and dress up.
It was lovely. It's great. We've been doing it the last three or 4 years now. But we go out with the ladies of Fuengialamo. We go out on International Ladies or roundabout International Ladies Day. It's always somewhere within the Murcia region, somewhere of interest. Like last year, because Caravaca de la Cruz had their Holy Year,
Right.
we went there, and that was fabulous. You saw, processions, and then we have lunch somewhere, and it was. You just wander around and you do what you want.
And what does your normal kind of activity? I mean, do you play golf?
I don't know. My
Oh.
husband does, but I
Okay.
don't.
So how do you
It's
keep
me
yourself
time.
occupied?
It's me time.
Well, I was going to ask about. I mean, since I've been here, listeners, you get to see a lot when you see it face to face. When I'm talking to Simon and Tom, I only see them on screen, right, once a week, and I don't know what they're getting up to, right? But now I'm here, right? Toral's dolled up again now. She's got a lovely sunglasses on. She's all brightly coloured,
As usual.
and she's off at 1 o'clock or something, but out with the girls again.
Oh,
I'm so busy.
So she's like, this girls just want to have fun. It's
Yeah.
like permanently.
I mean, I'm too busy with the ladies to do that. I'm busier now than what I was when I was working,
Really?
I think. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bag over there full of stuff. I'm going to go along here to get some money for more tickets and give them the tickets for the fiesta.
Well, it's a bit like this job, right? I
Yeah.
thought when I first came here and said to Toril and Simon, do you mind getting involved in helping set this up? Thinking it would just be a little little thing to promote the resort. It's turning into a full-time job.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I mean, Doro, she's a boss, right?
I'm very bossy.
The number of people she's getting me lined up to interview, it's like,
You're queuing up.
I spent all day Saturday. Okay, I had a bit of a glitch on Saturday, a bit technical. I spent all day. I didn't get out of my dressing gown. All day reducing, trying to get the things out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, poor Chris.
So yeah, it's like a full-time job.
Yeah. We also organise founders every year.
Okay, that's the Founders Golf Tournament.
Yes, but we don't organise a golf tournament. We organise a dinner on the Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
And it's a big gala dinner. It's open to everybody on the resort.
See, I always thought that was when I kept hearing about it, I thought, it's an exclusive.
No.
And I thought, that's going to be an empty crease.
No. Last year, I think we had 189 roughly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's everybody looks forward to it, dressing up. And
I have my hair done, my makeup done. Normally.
Sandra is always the best looking. You are,
And
Sandra.
what do you think about the new changes there? The new bills and everything else?
Interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting, yes. Hopefully it'll be okay.
Okay. Because is this the busiest you've now seen it? Because I think it's really picking up now, isn't it?
We've got more and more people buying, more and more people living here now, which is brilliant.
Right.
It's not a ghost town anymore. People used to come and say it was a ghost town, didn't they?
Yeah.
I half expect you now to have like some kind of vetting committee.
No, we accept anyone. But one thing I did once, because we were sending all these emails out, I suddenly thought one day, we've got a lot of men here on their own.
Yeah.
So I thought we'll set up a men's database as well.
Yeah.
So I've got a load of men's names that were on their own.
Hang on, this sounds a little bit dodgy. You've personally got a lot of single men's details.
But no, it's I can't remember how many we've got. Maybe 50 odd men on the
So how do we
database?
I say we. How do us guys, or even the women, how do they get in touch?
I always on all the posters and everything. It's always got my phone number and the lady's email address.
So where would I find that? On Facebook or?
No, we don't have a Facebook account.
Okay.
But on all the posters regarding Fiesta or anything like that.
Okay.
And then obviously we send out emails, and that's always got the information on as well.
Yeah, but to get on your email list.
But get on my email list. I just need all your details.
Exactly. So.
And your wife to become a member.
But the only way I can find that out is where, because the Fiesta posters are only out once a year.
Yeah, I can give it to you.
I was going to say, if you give it out, then people can get in touch with you.
Okay. The email address is hdamoharis@gmail.com.
Do you want to spell that?
HDA.
It's the next bit.
Moharis.
It's the Moharis bit.
JERES.
Yeah.
@gmail.com.
Okay.
And my phone number is 678
Yeah.
171
Yeah.
925.
There we go. There you go.
So
people.
WhatsApp or whatever.
Yeah, probably best to send a WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
And you'll put them on the database, keep them informed of everything's going on.
Absolutely.
Fiesta's coming up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything else? Don't think so. But we do charge €5 to the ladies.
Yeah. What, a year?
No. One-off payment.
A one-off? Okay.
One-off payment. That's it. Obviously, when we go out on trips, we charge them because of the coach.
Of course.
Especially now, it's so expensive.
We like to call those buses the fun bus, and some of the men have started to sneak in, haven't they, on those trips?
Yeah. If we don't have enough ladies, we sometimes open it up to men.
Right.
Like last week, we were due to go to Murcia to the Spring Festival, but there was thunderstorms forecast.
Yeah.
So we thought we would have to cancel. We can't take a risk.
Right.
I think it's only the second time this year, actually, that we've had to cancel.
Can I ask you, I'm curious about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking, because you've been here so long, you would have seen then, and this is near the end now of our chat, but I just want to get this in. So you would have seen the hotel in many different guises, right? So was it always a Sheraton?
It started off as Sheraton, didn't it? It was going to be, what's it called?
Yeah, it was going to be.
A Hilton? Was it?
No.
No.
My goodness. 5 stories, N on N.
Because we used
Change.
to have some football teams come and everything else, right? So it was
Well,
quite-
we had a football pitch.
yeah, you had a football pitch. It's not anymore,
No.
buddy. Okay, so you've seen it go through many different guises, right? So
Thank you, Simon, for the coffee machine.
it's going to say,
It's pouring coffee as well.
Scaring the hell out of us. Thank you.
that would be an interesting edit.
Best coffee on the resort. I heard.
It's like a ghost coffee machine there. No one's touched anything. It's just suddenly went off.
I almost
must have
fell
a
off
remote
the straw. Exactly.
Okay, so and in terms of where it is now, yeah, it's funny because it's owned by owner now, isn't it?
Or run by owner.
Or
It's
run
not
by
owned
owner.
by owner. Run by
Okay.
owner. Yeah.
And what do you think in general of the resort for somebody who's been here all these years? Who's seen?
I still love it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, the course isn't in a good condition, but you know, it's coming on, and hopefully it will improve soon.
I think you had a rough time. You know, so when COVID happened, you know, I think that it's one of those things, isn't it? You don't know what's going to come, and so you know, a lot of people left. I think, and you know, it was a bit like a ghost town. That's when I bought, and I guess you've got to sit there and think, well, how much money do we pump into it? You know, because it might not be, you know, and so I think it's suffered a little bit from lack of investment.
Definitely.
But now it's coming back. I think there's no, all the bank-owned properties have gone.
All of them are gone. All gone.
Yeah, which is brilliant.
Yeah. So I think it's onwards and upwards. I think for HDM.
Definitely.
I think it's good. And yeah, Sandra, it's been lovely meeting you.
Lovely meeting you. Thank you.
Yeah, now you've met me, it's like, you know, I can't hide now, can I?
No.
I'm going to be on your database.
Well, hopefully I'll get your wife to join the association.
Well, yes.
When
Not
Sandra
quite
sees
yet, but yes, you will know.
to be when
For sake of
Sandra
€5.
yeah, but when you see people you don't know, you just approach them and say welcome and would you like to join us?
Well, I think you're a great ambassador for the resort.
Absolutely, she is.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
If ever you want to come on to promote anything, you know, or anything, just give me a shout, give Torrell a shout.
Absolutely.
And we'll get you on, or, you know, just drop us a note and we'll promote whatever we can.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Right, listeners, there we go.
The queen of
The
Hacienda.
resort we've had her on this podcast. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
And that's it for this week's episode. Add us to your podcatcher or on iTunes now so that you can make sure you never miss out on another second of our wonderful podcast. We would hate for you to miss out. Have a great week, everyone. To get in touch, leave us a WhatsApp voice note on +44 7503 061 799. That's +44 7503 061 799. Or text us on the same number.
Brought to you by Funky Bear Productions. Follow us on our socials @Funky Bear Productions.